G'day guys, welcome back. It was a bit of a walk around the other side of the table to get here. Right, I'm going to do this 20 centimeter bloom. My resin's nice and warm. This one is the Promarine tabletop. I've got quite a lot of it, so I want to use it up, and it is making really pretty blooms. I want to try something that I actually did by accident in a previous video. So it has been sitting in here for 10 minutes. It's nice and warm, so I'm going to decant it now, and then I'm hoping to kind of make my petals at 15 minutes. The last one I did was 20 minutes, but I want to see what will happen if I just do it a little bit earlier. So I've made up 100 grams of A and 90 grams of B, because A is heavier. When you get your bottles, you can actually weigh them, and you can see that there's a huge difference. Even by just picking them up, you can see that there's a huge difference in the weight of them. I'm just popping 10 grams in each little cup. That one had 12. Doesn't matter, just so that I sort of know what I'm doing, because if I figure out something that works, then I'd like to recreate it. So I measure and I weigh and make sure everything's the same. All right, so this, yeah, like I said, this is my 20 centimeter tray mold, and then I'll just put the rest of it in. So it's about half full. I'll put a little bit more in each of these. So I'm doing peacock colors: gold, purple, and teal. Look at the mess I'm making. Can't take me anywhere. Let me clean up quickly. So yeah, I'll have to get a wriggle on, because I want to be piping shortly. Just need to clean up this mess so that I don't get sticky later on. Right, so I'm using the Lorez pigment pastes. I'm not using any white pigment paste. I'm just using these colors. Now the gold, because it's it's gold, I think it's heavier. So I'm going to put a little bit more of these in. I'm actually just going to mix that up, let it drip down, and then I'm keeping whatever's on that stick. So that one is Peacock Dance. That's that one. And then this purple is Luscious Plum. I had to put them all in a hot water bath last night because they'd gone hard. So I'll give that a stir, let it drip a bit. Pop that in. Luscious Plum. And the other one is Molten Gold. So I do think that the gold ones, like gold, silver, maybe are a little bit heavier. Not exactly sure, but do the same with that. Just, there we go, whatever's in there is what I'm using. Okay, now we're a bit off center because I've got this crease in my mat. But when it came, it was folded, and I can't get the crease out. And I hope I haven't made them too heavy in weight. A bit concerned now. I might just put a little tiny bit more resin in each. I'll use up what's in here. And I'm going to get a wriggle on because I'm nearly at my 5-minute mark here. So let's stir those up. Stood on something sticky. I hope I haven't stood on any resin. Could just be tape. Alright, so that's that one. Now I'm going to do something a little bit differently today. Like I said, it was by accident that I actually figured out that I want to try this. When I was doing my previous peacock coasters, I did that little tiny coaster just as a little sample one. Did you see that? And I was really surprised at how pretty it was. So I'm going to do that again. So hopefully you saw that and you know what I'm talking about. And I'm hoping that my resin's not too heavy now. Because I only waited 15 minutes. I did the little sample while I was getting ready for my coasters. And I said to myself, oh, it's not going to work. It's only 15 minutes. And it bloomed beautifully. I didn't use so much paste though, so now I'm a little bit worried. But anyway, I won't do any center. I won't do any like crushed glass or anything. I'll just see how this works first. Alrighty, are we ready? Just wipe off my mixing stick. Put you over there. A piece of paper towel organised. Alright, so all I want to do basically is I'm just going to make little lines. Little lines is all I'm going to do. So I'm going to give it a stir. I'm just going to wipe the back and draw a line. Actually, I might make them a little bit thicker. Maybe I won't wipe the stick. Oh, yes. I feel as if I have to wipe the stick, otherwise it's going to drip everywhere, you know. Just going to go in with the gold first while I've got it here. Don't know why I'm rushing. I'll try not to rush. Take my time. So I'm kind of dragging the stick through the resin a little bit, not sort of putting it on top, it's being dragged through. If I drip a drop, then I'll just smooth it like that. Alright, let's change colours. Look, it's blooming already. Oh my gosh, it's blooming already. So yeah, not quite sure what I want to do with the pattern or anything. I'm just getting resin in here, just getting the clear in. We'll see what happens afterwards, eh? Nice and easy, isn't it? Anybody can do this. Don't need to know how to pipe with the piping bags. You can just get it in there. All right, let's change to the teal. There's a big bubble. Pop. So I'm not quite sure like how far apart to put the colours, but we'll see. Let's see what happens. Trying not to drip. Whoops, that was a big one. I'm gonna go right up to the edge. Oh gosh, I'm dripping everywhere, you guys. I don't want to drip. That one looks as if it needs to be a little bit thicker, wider. I do think they need to be quite wide. Just so that it can spread, because if you only do a little tiny thin line, it's not going to spread very far, is it? Whereas if you do a thicker line, it's going to spread more. You can see the resin's thickening up now. It's starting to drag. What am I at? 20 minutes. So I started at 15 minutes and now I'm at 20 minutes. But it is thickening up, that's for sure. I'm going to put lots of gold in. I don't know if I should, like, how much to put in. Let's give it a quick torch because I can see lots of bubbles. I know it's going to spread. Look at that. Look at that, you guys. Wowzers. My gosh. So pretty. I need to do something with this blob. Where else can I go? Running out of space. Well, I need some teal around here. And you can join up with that blob that I just made. And then I'll have a little bit more purple just there. We'll do a little swirl in a minute. Just thickening up some of these that don't look quite thick enough to bloom properly. Whoops. Oh my gosh, now I've made a mess. Okay, where else? It's hard to know when to stop, you guys. Ooh, hard to know. I don't know that this one's looking very attractive. Oh, it's working, it's working. Yay. I should probably just leave it at that, shouldn't I? Rather than try and fit too much in there. She says as she does another one. I just don't want to like go too far because my resin will start to thicken and then, you know, they won't move. So just got to be aware of that. And of course the outside ones are going to bloom more than the inside ones. Oh, look at that line I've made now because they've got further to travel. All right, I think that'll do me. I want to see how that turns out before I put any more on, because I'd like to kind of be able to see each colour. See, this one, these I've added on afterwards, so I'm not quite sure if they're going to bloom. Right, I'm going to give it another little torch. I'm going to get the gold and I'm going to do a swirl with the gold. Put some on the stick and I'm going to just swirl the inside like that. Okay, just the middle bit. Not sure what's going on here. All right, now I'm going to just grab my heat gun and I'm just going to give it just a tiny bit of heat on high. Mainly the middle there, just to help it on. Okay, I don't know if it needs it or not, but we'll see. See the ones that I did first, they're blooming nicely. These ones in the middle haven't done much yet, but cross fingers that they will. Right, let me clean up. I'll keep watching. Hopefully it's working. It will take a little time. I'm just a bit concerned about these ones here that I've done sort of last, whether or not they will do much. I'm not sure. We should stop fiddling with them though, shouldn't I? Alright, I will come back to you. Will I? I don't know. Maybe we'll just see what happens tomorrow when we're ready to unmold, because it is working. It's just these middle ones that I'm a bit concerned about. So cross your fingers for me that it'll work. Hope so. Hope so. I'm just going to see if I can get you down for a bit of a closer look. Try and get my gloves off. So some of them have spread really well. These middle ones, come on middle ones, you can do it. You can do it. They might not. I might actually swirl those because I don't know if they're going to do anything. I think maybe they're, yeah, I just don't know. I'm just going to swirl them. There we go. And then if they don't work, then they won't look too bad, if you know what I mean. If they don't work. Okay, and the rest of it I think will be all right. So I'm not sure why the middle didn't bloom. Well, like I always say that, you know, the outside ones have got further to go, so they'll always bloom more. And I wasn't sure like how much to put in. Like I've got little gaps here, so next time I'll put a lot more color in. But this was my first attempt, and I just wanted to see, you know, how it all worked and how much color I needed and how much room I had to leave. But obviously I didn't need to leave so much room, but it's looking really pretty. So definitely going to have another go. And this guy up here that I was worried about, they are blooming too. So yay! All right. Well, I will see you tomorrow and we will unmold this baby. Actually, maybe I can make a tray out of it. I may be back in like 3 to 5 hours and make a tray. A bowl. All right. We'll see. I'll see you soon. Either way. Righto guys, it's been 4 hours. So I did this at about 9 o'clock in the morning and it's now just after 1. Still bendy. I'm hoping it'll be all right, but it loosens on the side, so that's always a good thing. I've got my bowl. I've just sprayed it with some silicone spray and I wiped the excess off with some paper towel. So hope it works. Hey, I hope it works. I hope it works. I hope it works. Actually, I need to get, oh gosh, now I might get fingerprints on it. Maybe I should put some gloves on. Hang on. I better put a couple of gloves on because I don't want to get fingerprints on it now, do I? Let's try not to. I think what I'll do is I'm going to come up behind you so I can see what you're seeing. I can reach over the table. Stuff in the way. Hang on, let me reach over the table. Alright, look at that. It's really pretty, isn't it? Even on this side, it's really pretty. Right, let's unmold. And then I'll take it around to the other side. Alright, are we ready? Are we ready? Oh, wow. Oh, wow, look at that. That's incredible. Gold's a bit chunky in some places where I've probably put a bit too much on, but whoa, that's really pretty, isn't it? Was not expecting that. All right, let me go around here and pop it in its little bowl. Okay, now even it up so it's soft enough that it should just go down nicely. And I'm going to do it, try and put pressure evenly. Make sure I've got no creases in my gloves where my palm is. Just turn and push, that way hopefully it's going down evenly. I can hear it go pop where the bits of air are popping out through the sides. Oh, it's really pretty, you guys. I don't mind a few little blobs, you know. All right, are we down? Are we down? It's touching the bottom now. I'm just going to push it into the edges of the bowl. And just do it slowly, take your time. If you push too hard on one side, it kind of flies out the other side. So you got to do it, try and do it equally. Now, it is kind of lifting a little bit there. Can't do much about that. I'll have to sand it afterwards. Just leave it. I think just leave it. I don't think I can. I'll start playing with it. See that little bit there where it's kind of caught. Alright, let's just leave it. She says as she pushes it down again. It's not into the edges yet. Oh, see that? I don't know about that. I might just have to, I'm going to have to just sand that bit off later on. Alright, let's just leave it. Yay, it's done! Because when it's quite soft, the resin's like slipping on the back. But yeah, I mean, if you leave it too long and then it won't bend, so it's, but look, that's easily sanded off, and I'll probably paint some gold around the edge too. Woohoo! Look at that! That's so pretty! There we go, have a bit of a closer look at it. Actually, let's go over to the window. I don't know if it'll be any better over here in natural light. It's probably too glary. I don't know, I can't even see through the screen. Might be a bit too glary. Anyway, tomorrow I will take it out of the bowl and I'll just sand that little edge there and give it some gold along the edge. I think that'll look really pretty, hey? Alright, see you then. Welcome back. It's the next day and I'm going to get this out. If they stick a little bit, I just grab my little knife and just be very careful. Just sort of get in there, and I don't know if you can see, it's just kind of releasing that suction all the way around. And then you can just do this, just releasing that suction, and hopefully it will just pop straight out. Get rid of that knife. Still a little bit bendy. Oh, there we go. Gosh, there's my bowl. There's my other bowl. Right, so you just need to release the suction because there's nothing to hold on to, is there? Look at that. Wow, that's so pretty. So I've got a little bit of sanding to do just on that little edge just there. But I'll go around and I'll have a look at that. And then what I think I'll do, oh, I don't know. I'm in two minds about whether or not to put a gold edge around it. I think it will look nice. That's the other side. I mean, you could have even have used that side as well if you wanted to. It's more flowing, like you can see where the resin's really pulled in there on the sides. But this side's more 3D, that's for sure. It looks as if the little featherings all sort of curling over like that. It's really, really pretty. So there we go. Do I want to do the gold now? I might do the gold now, hey? I can just trim that off later. Hang on, let me go and get my pen. So what I'm going to do is, it's actually hard enough for me to sand, like it's set enough. So I'm just going to go with my nail file all the way around the edge like that. Just this bottom lip. The top lip's fine. It's just this bottom lip where it's kind of caught on the white bowl. So I'm going to go and do all that, but I'm going to go and do it over in the other room so I don't make a mess in my studio, and I'll be right back. Right, all done. Didn't take very long at all, and I'm using the Deco Color Premium. Hope you can see this. I can't really see very well through my screen because it's so bright, like my board here is so bright, but hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Alrighty, now actually I might leave that there. I was going to get my turntable, but it's covered in paint. I'll just do this. All right, so the first thing we need to do is paint the edge here, like so, all the way around. I won't do it all now because you'll be bored watching me paint this whole thing, but you do the whole thing like that. Almost done. Last little bit here. And then what I like to do is do this bottom little rim here. It's a bit difficult for me to do when I'm not holding it in front of me. I'm holding it away from me, but you just do that little rim like that. Just catch the edge of it all the way around. Because the nib of this gold pen is quite soft, it tends to just sit on that little edge there. And just do that all the way around. Give it a shake every now and then. Make sure that you've got that gold paint coming down. I think I've done all the way around. And then, this is the best part, the fun part, just doing the same thing on this very inner edge here, just like so. That just finishes it off beautifully. It's not hard to do. I try not to put too thick a line on the inner edge there, just a little hint of colour. And there we are, done. Beautiful. Now, where did I put my lid? Oh, there. So there you go. What do you think of it? How pretty is that? I will take a photo of it, maybe with my two coasters that I made, the two matching coasters. Maybe not so much in the bright sunshine. I don't know whether or not it looks nice. I'll have to replay it because I can't really see in my screen because it's too dark. But hopefully you guys are getting a good look at what it looks like. With any luck. Alright, so that's that one. That one was a lot of fun to make. I really enjoyed that. And it's so pretty. It really is gorgeous. Look at that. Shimmer, shimmer. Alright, so I'll leave it at that. And I think I'll put it back into its little bowl. Oh, it's probably because it's got the sunshine coming here. It just feels as if it's softening a little bit. So I'll put it back in its little bowl. But yeah, to cure fully. But I love it. Right. Thanks ever so much for watching. And I will see you again, as usual, for the next video. So thank you so much for watching. Take care, everyone. Love you all. Bye for now.